After a super long wait, fans were finally treated to a sequel to The Incredibles. Just like the first movie was, The Incredibles 2 is clearly a family film. Kids will enjoy it, as will those who watched the first one when they were kids. But there are some darker things about The Incredibles 2 that you may not know about, and that's what we're gonna cover in today's video. Before we dive in though, be sure to hit that subscribe button. That'll let you stay up to date with our new stuff. Seizures. The Incredibles 2 was marketed as a movie that's for absolutely everyone, but after the film's release, it quickly became apparent that some scenes were definitely not for everyone. As most people know, flashing strobe lights can trigger some pretty awful things, including PTSD, migraines, and epileptic seizures. Seeing as 50 million people worldwide suffer from epilepsy, the idea of having the movie's main villain use strobe lights was definitely a pretty big oversight from Disney. Since the movie came out, the studio has asked that theaters issue a warning before the movie to let people know of the potential triggers. Lasseter. You might not know who John Lasseter is, but you're definitely familiar with his work. As the former chief creative officer at Pixar and Walt Disney Animation, he was instrumental in bringing some of the biggest animated movies of the past decades to life. That includes playing a huge part in creating The Incredibles 2, but that's something that Disney and Pixar are definitely keeping pretty quiet about, and for good reason. In the heat of the Me Too movement, some massive allegations of workplace misconduct were leveled against him. Definitely not on brand for Disney and Pixar. Where's Honey? One of the most quoted moments of the first Incredibles movie was during this interaction between Frozone and his wife Honey.
Honey!
What?
Where's my super suit?
What?
Where is my super suit?
With the popularity of the scene, fans were understandably excited at the idea of actually seeing Honey in the sequel. When it was revealed that that wasn't happening, director Brad Bird explained that, quote, "She's funnier as a voice." Although her role is hilarious, lots of people were pretty dissatisfied with that explanation, taking to social media to express that saying that the only named black female character is funnier as a voice is a pretty tone-deaf response. Cursing. The Incredibles 2 was a very family-friendly movie, but some parents took to the internet to voice their anger about some language they deemed inappropriate for their young children. Throughout the movie, there were a few moments where the characters say things like hell, I'll be damned, and crap. There's also a moment where Frozone says what the, followed by the beginning of the F word. Now to be fair, the MPAA did give the movie a PG rating with a mention of action sequences and some brief mild language. So the parents were warned, but still many people just felt that it was completely unnecessary. Weird review. As we've mentioned several times in this video, The Incredibles 2 is clearly intended to be a family film. That's why a review of the movie written by the New Yorker's Anthony Lane raised so many eyebrows. Lane's review mentions jokingly that he was disappointed that Mr. Incredible telling Elastigirl to trampoline him didn't lead to a bedroom scene. He also spends a fair amount of time going into detail about how older male viewers will probably be pretty aroused by Elastigirl and try to hide it from their families. Did he not get the memo about this being a family film? What did you think of The Incredibles 2? Do you know any other interesting facts about it? Let us know in the comments section below. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one.